welcome back to the Home Field Podcast. This is episode 8, and I'm just letting you know now, this is going to be probably one of our short episodes, because not that much has happened since last time we recorded, which I'm pretty sure was last Friday, so 9 days ago. And
Yeah, around
yes,
there.
we said we wouldn't do this 9-day thing again, but nothing's happened really. I'm going to be completely honest. Nothing's really happened besides just
Well,
regular
some
season
stuff
games
has
for some.
happened.
No, I know, but not like one huge thing that just captivated the whole
Depends on
world
where
of
you're from.
sports.
I'd say if you're from New York, a lot of stuff has happened recently.
I guess, but not that much insane stuff that we need to get one out right away.
Fair enough.
But
But with the NHL trade deadline on Monday, I'd say we should anticipate to record on Wednesday to do a little trade deadline overview.
yeah, we could do Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Try our best on that one.
Yes, we're gonna try. Hopefully not tell another lie. Hopefully, but whatever. Do we want to go into NHL first? Cause just talk about yesterday and today, and then the big trade
Yeah,
from the
yeah, why
Isles.
not? Why not?
What
Why
do
not?
you want to talk about? Just you want to talk about scores from
Well,
yesterday first?
not really going to go too much into the scores, just more the standings. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now the Hurricanes are actually atop of the Central Division, but they're actually tied with the Lightning. But they've played one less game, so really they're on top. But we'll see. We'll see. And I mean that Central Division race just as tight as we left off last week. I mean the Predators, Blackhawks, Stars, and Blue Jackets could all really sneak into that final spot. Even Hurricanes, Lightning, Panthers have got those top threes locked up, but that four spot that could come down to the last games of the season, and I expect it to.
Yep.
Now, the East, once again, 1, 2, 3 is pretty locked up with the Capitals, Islanders, and Penguins. And if I'm being honest, I think the 4 spot is locked up too with the Bruins, but
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Rangers have been getting hot recently a little bit. Flyers, not.
No, the Flyers
Nah.
suck.
Well, I mean, they're still ahead of the Rangers, but.
Don't they have a game more played
Nope.
than us? Oh no, we have the same amount of games.
Yep, and they have one more point than the Rangers.
Oh. Oh well.
And then once again, the Devils and the Sabres are trash, so we don't have to talk about them.
Nope.
But I think the Bruins. I think what the playoff picture looks like right now in the East is probably how it'll stay.
Yeah.
I'd even say seeding wise too. Capitals, Islanders, Penguins, Bruins. I could totally see it staying like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you never know. One team gets hot, another team goes cold. Could see a shift.
I highly doubt that. When's the last day of the season? When's the last regular season game? Is it the 8th or
Oh, that's
12th?
a good question.
It's one of those two dates because I remember the date. It's either the 8th. I'm gonna check quickly. So it's either we have 31 days or we have 28 days.
Okay, well, while you look that up.
It's the 11th, so I'll
Okay,
in
the
between.
11th. So yeah, you were wrong.
Okay, whatever.
Now, I believe last week we talked about how the Blues have gotten cold. They have shifted the dynamic recently. They're on a nice little 3-game win streak. Killed the Wild the other night, winning 9-1, I believe.
Yeah, they completely dismantled that team.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Playoff picture. I'm gonna really right now. The Sharks are actually starting to compete for that spot too.
They
I'd
are.
say right now top 3, like I said, in almost every division so far. Avalanche, Golden Knights, Wild, pretty much locked up for the playoffs. But
Hmm.
Blues, Coyotes, and Sharks are really competing for that. Even the Kings, you can make a case for competing for that last playoff spot. We'll see. We'll
Uh,
see. But it personally, I think it'll end up being the Blues.
yeah,
We'll
probably.
see though. And now in the North Division,
The
I'd say
worst
the Maple
division in
Leafs have
hockey.
locked up pretty the most boring division in hockey. Yes, the Maple Leafs have locked up 1 seed. I'd say.
Yeah.
Jets started off the season pretty cold, but they have turned it around recently, big
Hmm.
time. Canadians have been inconsistent. They're kind of choking. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. But with the way the division looks, they're miles ahead of the Flames. Three less games played, and then they're up by 6 points. So they're fine, honestly. They just got to turn around a
Yeah,
little bit.
they're okay.
And once again, I'd say top 3 is pretty much locked up in that division, too. And then it's all going to come down to the last spot. And I'd even say the last spot is probably locked up, but anything could happen.
All right, yeah,
Flames
you're
could get
not
hot,
wrong.
no pun intended.
Dog.
And then,
God.
Canadians could go cold. Is there anything you want to add?
I want to take back everything I said about a month and a half ago that the Flames were just in a slump and they'd bring it back. They never brought it
Mm,
back.
mm,
Yeah, my hot take on that was completely wrong. It was honestly the complete opposite, and I'm sorry.
good. You should be.
Yeah, okay. Let's just move on from that because that
Yeah.
makes me feel sad.
Well, we'll go over back to the East real quick and talk about the New York Islanders making the first big move nearing trade deadline day.
Yeah.
They get Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac. Really nice. Really, really nice, in my opinion.
Yes.
Because I'd say the Islanders are relatively. I don't know if I'd call them Stanley Cup contenders, but they're definitely like a late playoff team, and
Their
maybe this could
defense
even
is
put it
Stanley
over.
Cup contenders.
Well,
Their
now their
defense
offense
is
is too.
insane.
They just got really two solid forwards.
Well, I know, but would you rather
And
have Anders Lee or Kyle Palmieri and the how do you say his last name?
Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac. Yeah, I'd rather have Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Definitely. Well, I do know about that one. And Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac are better than Anders Lee. And they gave up essentially nothing. They gave up AJ Greer and Mason Josp. I don't really know how to pronounce that one.
No,
And then a
don't.
first round pick in 2021 and a fourth in 2022. And let's be honest, the Islanders are a playoff team. That's a late pick, no matter how you look at it. So, and also, the cherry on top, New Jersey is retaining 50% of Palmieri and Zajac's salaries. They gave up not much at all to get two really solid forwards. And personally, I wouldn't be shocked to see the Islanders win the Stanley Cup this year. Honestly, really wouldn't.
See, I don't know. I think
The
it's
team, the team is number 14th in goals this year, so they're about in the middle. It's in the top half of the league.
in the East. The only team I can see contending with them again is the Lightning. I feel like the Capitals just don't have the manpower.
Well, the Lightning aren't in the East right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're in the Central,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
I'm
see no
sorry.
reason
I don't
why
know
the
exactly how
Islanders.
playoffs work. So what happens once the Islanders win the East if they do win the East? Would they verse the
Um,
Lightning in the
nope.
what's it called? I don't even know how that works.
So they would play. All right, assuming standings are how they are right now.
Yeah.
In the East, the Capitals would play the Bruins. The
Yes.
Islanders would play the Penguins.
Yes.
And then whoever wins, let's say the Capitals and the Islanders win their respective series, then
Yes.
the Capitals would play the Islanders, I believe.
Yes. Okay.
And then it would move on from there to the other teams that are left.
Okay, but then how would that work? Would the East play
What
the
do you mean?
Central?
I I honestly I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that one.
Yeah, neither do I.
Maybe?
Because the
Sure.
only team, let's just say they do East Central and then West North. But then again, I don't know how that works because all the
What do you mean?
North teams can't leave Canada.
Yes, I can. They can
How?
make a they can make a respect. They can make a just like they did for the playoffs last year. They can do a bubble site.
Oh, they can't. Yeah, that's true. They completely fucked that up.
What the bubble last year was
No, no, no,
fine.
no, no,
They
no,
did
no,
a good
not the
job of it.
bubble. No, 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 not that aspect. But like Canada is really messing up the NHL right now.
I don't know. I thought the North Division was a good idea
No,
to
I
keep people
agree, but
safe.
like the fact that like Canada's still not let up any of their rules is kind of dumb in my opinion.
I don't really know what Canada's situation's looking like right now. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what their numbers are like or how many fans they have in the stands if they do have
No, they
fans.
don't have fans. They have
They don't
nothing.
have fans. Okay, they have nothing. So I'm assuming it's not great over there right now. But I believe that it would be East versus Central after the East plays each other. Of
That'd
course.
make the most sense, right?
I think that's what it would be.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Unless they go off of like they can go off respective records. They can go off of that.
Uh I don't
So
know.
like what they did in last year's playoffs, they'd reseed every team. When if they win their division, they reseed the four teams.
Yeah, they could do that. You're right.
That
I
that
don't.
also again make more sense.
Yeah, they could. They could. That
That
could be what they're doing.
that'd make the most sense in my opinion, but I'm sorry. I know we completely went off track, but going back to that trade, I know a couple.
Hmm.
Well, one main Islander fan who's not very happy with the trade.
Who's that?
That is my friend Zach.
Okay, well, I don't really care. I want to know why you're not happy about the trade.
Well,
Because
no,
everyone
it's
I've
not.
spoken to is happy about the trade. I don't see why. I don't see how you could say that this is a bad trade. It makes the team better. I don't see how you can get mad at a trade that makes a team better.
No, but they give up picks for players that are really going to be
One
playing on
pick.
their third line.
One. Kyle Palmieri is not a third line player. Okay, let's just get
But
that
like
straight
on
right
the
now.
Islanders, probably.
No, he's not, Damon. He's not. Kyle Palmieri is a good player. I don't know why you don't get that. So is Travis Zajac. Kyle Palmieri is a solid NHL forward. Always has been.
So where? So what line are you putting them on? Both the second
Probably the
one?
second.
Both of them?
Zajac could probably be on the third, but Palmieri, I don't. What does the Islanders' first line even look like?
Let me
The
look.
lines aren't set. They set the lines night game by game. Kyle Palmieri can play on the first line if he has to
No, I
for
know
a
they
night.
set them at line, but like they keep it pretty consistent.
No, that not every team keeps it consistent.
I'm pretty
Kyle
sure.
Palmieri can play on the first night every night if they need him to. He's a good player.
Well, I'm gonna
He's
check.
not Matt Barzal, but he can play on the first line if he has to easily.
The first line is Barzal, Eberle, and Bouvier. The second line's
Okay,
Brock
so
Nelson.
Palmieri. All right, so Palmieri's better than what's his face, Eberle.
What position is Kyle Palmieri? Is he a right wing?
Um, he is a
Is he lefty or
what?
righty?
I don't think it. I think he's a right winger.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he's better than Eberle. Excuse me.
Eberle.
Yeah, and then he's better than the other guy you said, Olivier or whatever his name
Okay,
is.
well, let's say the 11th.
Yeah.
On here it says that the Islanders are gonna play both of them on the third line with Peugeot.
See, that's stupid, honestly. And Pajot. And oh, by the way, Pajot's better than those two first line guys, by the way. But what line you're on doesn't decide how good you
No,
are.
no, no,
They have
I
to
understand.
put depth through the lines. They
I
can't just stack the first line. That's why
understand.
Drysdale and McDavid don't play together. What is Drysdale just terrible because he doesn't play in the first line?
No, I understand.
So then, what's your point about trading for two third line guys, as you said?
Because they don't need people that like.
Well, yes, they do. You just said their offense sucks. Of course, they need people.
I never said their offense sucked. I just said their
Yes, you did. You
defense.
said their offense isn't good. You said their defense is good. Their offense isn't good.
I never
Why
said their
don't they need
offense wasn't
people?
good.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You
I just said
definitely
that their.
yes, you did.
I just said that their
You said their
offense
defense is
isn't
going to
like.
carry them because their offense isn't good. That's what
No,
you said.
no. Well, they're. You can't tell me I'm wrong that their defense does carry their offense. They're in such low-scoring games every single night.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying their offense isn't as bad as you make it out to be, especially now.
No, their offense isn't close to being a fucking cup contender offense.
It is now.
No, it's not.
They have solid depth throughout that entire those every single line.
But I feel like with the
What?
Islanders though, out of most teams in the NHL, they have a lot of synergy between their players.
I don't see any reason why they can't go out and win the cup this year. I'm not
I
saying they're the best team in the NHL.
I can.
By all means, they're not. But they are cup contenders, in my opinion.
I also feel like their goalies. I feel like at any point both of them can just go in the biggest slump of their lives.
Well,
Like they're
Varlamov hasn't yet this year, and
no, he
Sorokin's
hasn't.
been fine.
Sorokin, I know, but
So
I've
there's no reason to assume anything right now about the Islanders' terrible offense, as you put it.
it's not terrible.
That's what you said.
The Islanders offense before that trade wasn't the top 10, and with that trade, I still don't know if they make top 10 offenses.
They're close.
They're close, but I don't think they're top 10.
They were number 14 without it. You don't think they move up at least 4 spots,
Four
maybe?
spots? No.
Why not? All right, so I don't know who I'd put ahead of them, but
I'd fucking put the Rangers offense is better than them.
okay. Well, on paper maybe, but clearly not for production.
Well,
Unless they play the Flyers.
I don't know. Yeah, unless we play the Flyers and we score 9 goals.
Too bad they can't play the Flyers every night. Maybe they'd be in a playoff spot right now.
Well, maybe the fucking Blackhawks would be in the playoff
I
spot
just
if
don't think.
Kevin
I
Lankinen knew
just
how to
don't think
save the
it's.
puck.
Listen, I just don't think it's very fair for you to say the Islanders' offense is terrible when they're one of the best teams in the NHL this year.
They're one of the best teams in the NHL this year because of their defense, not because of their offense.
You can't just have one without the other. A defense can carry a team to be
Yes,
one of the best in the NHL. You need both, Damian. You need both. You can't just have one or the other. You need both, and they do. Every good team has both. The Blackhawks have a good offense, but not a good defense, so they're not doing great. The
That's
Rangers
not the,
defense,
but that's
the
just not
Rangers
the.
defense has been good this year. The offense has not, so they're not doing great. And neither is the goaltending for the Rangers. You have to have a common ground with all three, and that's what the Islanders have. Good goaltending, great defense, good offense. That's how you build a championship team.
No, You're
Go ahead.
hyping their offense up way too much. I'm sorry, but you are.
Good offense, great defense,
Mhm.
good goaltending.
Nico, you're in chat. What do you think about the Islanders' offense right now? Is it top 10 with that trade? I really want to hear someone else's perspective because I've only heard two perspectives so far. But like their defense, honestly,
I don't see any reason why that trade's bad
their
for Kyle Palmer.
it's not bad. It's just that
You said it was.
no,
You said you didn't
okay.
like the trade.
I don't like it because I don't like the fact that they gave up picks because they aren't a young team.
A first and a
slightest.
fourth. It's a first and a fourth. And it's a really late first.
No.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no? It is a late first.
No,
It's a very late
I'm not
first.
saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying. I just don't. I hate the idea of giving up picks for how old is he?
30.
30. And what about Zajac?
I don't know. But make your point while I look it up.
I just never liked the idea of trading picks. That's just me though.
For what reason?
Cause it's like you're just trading away your future for now, and I still don't think the Islanders with that
It's
trade
one
that
pick.
trade. No. I'm sorry, but that trade, it doesn't matter who the Islanders versus in the Cup Finals. I don't care if they versus the Avalanche. I don't care if they versus the Golden Knights. I don't care if they versus the. Those might be the only two teams on the west side of the country that will beat them, right?
What? Sorry.
The only two teams I could see beating the Islanders that's on the west side of the country has got to be Vegas and Colorado, right?
Exactly. That's why you're just proving my point. That means that the Islanders
this
are
is
a
also
good team.
the Islanders. Honestly, I feel like they represent the Mets because I feel like they're going all in. But even when they're going all in, I just don't see them winning a championship. Like they're going all.
See, you're just saying that as a Rangers fan.
No,
it's very
but they're
clear because they've given you no reason.
No,
They've given you no reason for you to make that point. They're one of the best teams in the NHL right now.
I
And they've given
understand.
you just. So then, what do you mean that you just don't see him winning? You know why you don't see him winning it? Because you're a Rangers fan.
No, that's not the point. That is not the point I am literally saying at all. You also.
So why can't they win a championship? Why can't they win the Stanley Cup this year?
Because they'd have to go through either Vegas or Colorado, which I just don't see happening. At
So
all.
what? I mean,
Best,
you're telling me
best
upsets
I
haven't
can see
happened
that series
before?
going to 5 in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay, so did you see the Stars making the Stanley Cup final last year?
Yeah.
You did.
Not well.
You did. Come on.
Who'd they beat?
You saw the Stars. You saw the Stars beating the Golden Knights.
Did that series go to 7 games?
I don't know. That's not the point. I'm just saying. You really thought that the Stars were going to beat the Golden Knights?
Okay, whatever. That you're literally bringing up a point that has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Well, you said that the Islanders can't get to the Stanley Cup final or win the Stanley Cup.
I said no. I said they can make it. I just said they're not. They can't win it.
Yeah, that's
No, they
what I
can't.
said. That's what I just said.
No. But you're saying that I didn't say You're literally saying that I said that they can't make it. They can make it.
You did.
I'll bet
You
my
did.
bank
You said
account
you
that
don't
they.
see them making it.
No, I don't see them winning a championship.
Okay, so you see them making it then.
I can see them making it.
So what's the difference?
I just don't feel like
so
they
what's
have
the difference? What, you think it's easier to go through the Lightning?
Honestly,
Is that different?
yeah.
It's all right. See, oh my God.
They don't have the
We have to move
manpower. They
on.
don't.
I can't talk about this. I can't talk about this anymore. You
They
just said
can't-
it's
they-
easier. You
they
just said it's
don't-
easier to go through the Colorado
They
Avalanche
don't
and the
have
Vegas Golden
the
Knights.
willpower
Then it's
and the
easier to go through the.
manpower to go through an entire 7-game series with that entire, just the entire team of the Avalanche or the Golden Knights. They just don't.
I just can't believe you just.
They
you
don't
made
have the
point.
amount of depth
Yeah, but
that both of those
you
teams
just made
have.
the point that it would be easier to go through the reigning Stanley
Bro,
Cup champions.
they just made a
than
trade
it would be
for Kyle Palmieri
Listen,
and
just
Zajac
listen for a
for their
second.
depth,
Listen for a
and
second.
their depth
Listen.
is still nowhere
God.
near what the Golden Knights or Avalanche have.
That's
It's
not what I'm
nowhere
talking
near.
about.
They don't
just said
have
that it
the. Go ahead. What?
You just said that it would be easier to go through the Lightning than it would be to go through the Avalanche or the Golden Knights.
Absolutely.
The reigning Stanley Cup champions.
Yes.
That have dominated the league this year. That have the
I don't
best
think they're the best team in
goalie
the
in
league
the.
this year. I think the Avalanche
have
are the
the
best team in the
best-
league this year.
No, they're not. They have
Okay.
the best goalie in the NHL.
Okay.
And it would be easier to go through the Lightning and the Avalanche or the Golden Knights.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, fucking episode 8. Fucking remember what I'm saying here. The Islanders have a better chance of beating the Lightning than they do against the Golden Knights or the Avalanche. Quote this.
They can
Someone
beat
quote
both.
it.
They can beat all of those
What's
teams.
today? April 11th.
There's no
Quote this.
there's no
I'll see you
reason
in-
that they
I'll see you
can't
in
beat
a
all
month and
those
a half.
teams. There's no reason for them not to be able to beat all those teams.
They don't have. They just. They don't
What?
have.
What don't they have? What don't they have? They have
They just
solid
made a trade
goaltending,
for depth
great defense,
and
and
yes,
they have a solid offense.
yeah,
What don't
a
they
solid
have?
offense, which the Lightning have insane offense. The Avalanche have probably the best offense in the NHL right now, and the Golden Knights that are a top 5 offense. I get the Islanders have the best defense in the league, but they're also in the second to worst league in
Well,
the
did you
in
say
NHL.
best defense in the league?
I think the Islanders honestly probably do have the best defense in the
boy.
league. Not gonna lie.
Oh boy.
They're gonna they're also versing the Rangers. They're versing the Flyers that literally don't know what they are as a franchise right now. The Sabres that lost for a month straight, and they won 5 games against them during that stretch. 5 games. And the Devils that are also another joke of a franchise.
Okay, so then, what's the Rangers' excuse? What's the Rangers' excuse then?
That we're just not good enough.
Why can't they be in a play? You just said that their offense is better than the Islanders. What's their excuse? Since offense is everything.
Our defense.
What's their excuse?
Our defense.
Their defense has been better than the offense this year.
No, it hasn't.
Defense
No,
is
it
probably
fucking
scored more-
hasn't. Are you kidding
defense
me?
is
Look
probably-
at the scores of the
your
Rangers games.
goaltending.
And
no, that's
more
your
than 50% of the
goaltending.
games
That's
the
your
Rangers have been in this
goaltending.
year. No, that's
No,
not our goaltending.
That's your goaltending.
Our defense
Your
leads
goaltending
to
has
our
been terrible this
goaltending.
year. No,
You
really,
literally
'cause
said
Adam,
the Islanders. You literally said the Flyers
Really?
suck
'Cause you
because
wanna know
they don't
what
have a
you said to me?
defense, and you feel bad for their goalies. It's the
You
same
wanna
thing
know
with the
what you said to me?
Rangers.
It's not the same thing with the
It
Rangers.
is the same
Carter
thing with the
Hart-
Rangers. Are you
Carter
kidding
Hart
me?
has proven himself as a solid goalie in the NHL. What has Shesterkin and Georgiev done?
They're both solid goalies.
How? Well, I haven't seen anything that proves that.
There's been multiple games this year in the NHL where Igor's dropped 40+ saves in a game. Multiple.
Great. Good for him. There's also been plenty of games where he shit the bed, though.
There hasn't been that many games where Igor's
Okay.
let up 5 goals.
So, with you making your point about the defense being terrible and it's not the goalie's fault, I could have sworn you told me that one of your defenders is a potential Norris winner, right?
Exactly. He is our only
Okay.
good defenseman
Not Keandre
on our
Miller?
league. No.
Not Keandre Miller?
Keandre Miller sucks.
No? He sucks? Okay.
He actually sucks.
Okay. He probably has more points than Lafreniere does.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, we have to move on from this. I can't talk about this
Okay,
anymore.
but I'm just saying, you
That was
literally
brutal.
said the same thing about the Flyers, that they don't have a defense and you feel bad for their goalies, and you're
'Cause they
literally
don't.
counter-arguing
'Cause their
your
goalies are
own
proven.
statement about
'Cause
the
they're-
Rangers.
Because Carter Hart is a proven solid goalie in the league the past years he's been in the league.
He proved himself in the
Shesterkin's a
playoffs. Congratulations, he had
No, he
5 good games in the
didn't.
playoffs. That's where he.
What are you talking about? He's been in the league for a few years now, and he's been always really good.
Yeah, he proved himself in the playoffs
Shesterkin's a
until he
rookie.
shit the bed
No,
against the
not
Islanders.
in. Oh my God, not in the playoffs, Damian. I'm not talking about the playoffs. He's always been good up until this year. He's always been good. I'm not saying that. Yeah, he had a really good playoffs too. But it's not just the playoffs. It's not like people just decided he was good because of the playoffs he had last year. Everyone knows how good he's been. This year is definitely an outlier year, and it's not just the defensive's fault. He's been bad this year. It's not all on him, though.
I want to move on.
He's always been good, though. What if Shesterkin and Georgiev done? Georgiev has a less than 900 save percentage, and Shesterkin's a freaking rookie. Give me a break. Come on. I mean, we're really going to compare these two teams right now?
Yeah, we are, because they have the same freaking record.
Yeah, they do, but for different reasons. Clearly, because the Rangers actually have a competent defense, unlike the Flyers. The Rangers apparently have an offense on paper that can do good, but not in the games. The Flyers, their offense varies night to night, apparently.
It does. I'm sorry, but it does.
Oh, it does. That's what I said. But the Rangers' offense has been consistently bad this season. That's just a
No,
fact.
I understand that.
Unless they play the Flyers, of course, which just shows how bad their defense is.
I'm pretty sure the Flyers have a worse goal minus than the Devils.
I would not be surprised.
Okay, we literally just spent. That was just like a solid 15-minute rant.
It's the same, by the way. Their goal differential is the same as the Devils.
And how many more points do the Flyers have?
2.
No, they have 10 more.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I was looking at games played.
They have 10.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, 10.
That's so stupid. Okay, let's move on. I'm over this.
Well, anyways, after learning that Damian knows nothing about hockey, let me move on to the
course.
MLB,
Of
sport
course.
that Damian knows a little bit about.
Of course.
Maybe. We'll see.
Mhm.
Right now, obviously we can't take too much stock into the standings right now, but since we're only, about
A week and a half.
over a little, week and a half into the season or so. But right now, the Red Sox are leading the AL East.
They just
Followed
won
by
their
the
6th game in a row,
Orioles.
whatever.
What did they play today?
I think so, yeah. I think they lost their first 3 and then won the next 6.
Yeah, they actually won 14-9
Yeah.
today. They're 5-3 currently.
Oh, okay.
Orioles are 4-4. The Rays are 4-4. Blue Jays are 4-5, and the Yankees are 3-5. Except I know the Yankees just won though, and they might not have updated yet. So the Yankees might be 4-5, and
Wait,
the
I
Rays
didn't
might
do
also
math.
be. The Rays might also be 4-5.
Yeah, we're 4-5. Yeah, we are.
Okay, so that isn't updated yet, but
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me though for the Yankees being 4-5. That doesn't at all.
yeah. And if you remember,
it's the Yankee special. April we get into the groove of things, and then between the months of May and like probably like August or like late July, we have like the best winning percentage in baseball.
yeah, and I don't want to. Moving on to the AL West for a second, I don't want to contradict what I said earlier about not taking too much stock into the first week and a half of the season. But if you remember, we had a little debate about the AL West.
Okay, yeah.
And the Houston
I thought it
Astros
sucked. Okay,
are
yeah,
6-3,
Mhm.
leading the AL West,
Mhm.
and the Athletics are
Mhm.
at a mere 3-7.
Are they
currently.
last?
They are last.
Of course they are.
The Rangers are ahead of them. The Mariners are ahead of them. The Angels are ahead of them. Matt Chapman is falling off a cliff. Oh no. What will happen?
The 2
All I
mats on the
know is that
corners
the
need to step the
Astros
fuck up.
are amazing. What was that?
I said the 2 mats on the corners need to step it up.
Very, very true. Very true.
Ugh.
Because the pitching isn't getting it done. The offense isn't getting it done. Those guys can barely score a run. It's terrible.
Is it their offense
But-
that's letting them down? I don't even know.
I think
don't pay
everything's
attention.
letting them down.
Oh,
That entire team has just been letting themselves down.
yeah.
And also, I don't want to. The most boring division in baseball, the AL Central,
Hey,
with the Twins, Indians, Royals, White Sox, and Tigers. The Indians are actually 5-3 right now. Not bad, not bad, especially after losing Lindor and Carrasco.
yeah.
And the White Sox are at a meager 4-4, sitting 500.
Yeah,
So little
whatever.
under the weather, I'd say, but
Nah, who cares?
it's okay. It's like I said, only a week and
No,
a
no,
half
no.
into the
Baseball is
season.
one of those sports where you can't really like. No, this is what I have to say. Depth in baseball is insane because teams start falling off in the summer, and then the bad teams start falling off in the summer, and the good teams start getting better in the summer.
Yeah,
That's literally what. If teams have depth, you're making playoffs. It's just how it is. If you don't have depth and you don't have a decent bench to back it up or a decent bullpen to back up your starting pitching, you're just not making playoffs. The baseball
definitely.
is one of those sports where if you have some sort of depth on your team, you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now we'll move on to the NL. Looking at the NL West, we got the Doyers sitting 7-2,
Yep.
looking nice and pretty. And actually, I'd say the standings are about almost as most would expect, with the Dodgers and the Padres leading it. And then I'd even put the Giants at 3. I'd put the Diamondbacks over the Rockies though, but they got the same record right now, so
Who cares?
who knows?
It just doesn't
Yeah.
matter with those two franchises anymore.
And the Reds at the NL Central, the most exciting team in baseball. Get out of your Padres. Get out of your Doyers.
Okay,
It's
okay.
the Reds.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Fernando Tatis is gone. All their hype is gone. He's
Okay.
hurt. He's out of here.
let's-
It's the Reds. Nick Castellanos is the new Fernando
take it back to
Tatis. Give him
reality.
14 years. All
take-
the money he
Let's
wants.
take it back to reality for a second.
What?
Let's
What?
bring it back to reality.
What? What's
How
wrong?
much longer do we think the Reds are going to be good for until they completely fall off a cliff?
No, they're going to be amazing the
I
entire
think
year.
it's give them one more
They're making
month.
playoffs.
Give them a month.
Padres are missing playoffs. Mets, Reds wild
Give them a
card
month
game,
to start
baby.
falling off. Give them
Nope.
2 months. They'll be last
Nope.
in the NL Central.
No
Quote
way.
this.
All right, so they're going to be better than they're going to be worse than the Pirates.
Okay, maybe not. 4th.
Okay.
My bad. Okay. Sorry
be
to
worse
all the
than the
Reds
Cubs?
fans out there. I
They're going to be
forgot
worse than the
about the
Cubs?
Pirates.
Are they going to be worse than the Cubs?
It wouldn't
I don't
shock
think
me.
so.
It wouldn't shock me.
I don't think so.
It wouldn't shock
They
me.
still have Castillo and Sonny
They
Gray.
had how do you say that? Juinho? I call him Juinho.
El
They had Juinho Suarez
Eugenio.
playing shortstop the other
Eugenio.
day. That just shows how much depth they have. They have no depth.
Oh, yeah, because they don't have Freddie Galvis anymore, right?
No, Freddie Galvis is on the Orioles.
Oh, okay. Well,
That just shows how much depth they have. They have none.
listen. It doesn't matter because when you have the hype around you, that's all you need. That got
Yeah, and guess
Tatis
what?
14 years.
I'm sorry, but that hype falls off.
Tatis isn't a top 3 shortstop in the MLB. You're a top 10 player, but he got 14 years. So
Okay, and
it's just about hype. It doesn't matter how good you are. Nick Castellanos, if you just keep screaming at pitchers, you'll get all the money you
I know,
want,
and
my guy.
he could still keep asking for catchers' jerseys. That doesn't mean he's gonna keep getting better.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how good you are. As long as you get the hype around you, you'll get anything you want.
Yeah,
That's
and
how
then
it
guess
works
what?
in the
And guess
MLB,
what?
ladies and
Guess
gentlemen.
what? Until they
Why
go
hasn't
into
Juan Soto gotten his contract yet? Oh, because he doesn't have as much hype as Tatis does.
until the Reds get on a 4 or 5 game losing streak, where'd the hype
What
go?
are you talking about?
Mhm.
They're great. They're never gonna lose. They're winning the World Series next year. Mark it down.
Okay.
The Reds,
We'll
World
see you
Series
at-
champions.
We'll see you at
Reds,
maybe
White
500,
Sox,
maybe.
baby.
Okay, continue.
Well, we'll move on to the NL East with the Phillies sitting pretty. Well, but not as pretty as they were a little while ago because they started out the season 4-0, and now they are 5-3. So, little bit of a fall off. And then we, have a little reversal of fortunes. The Braves started off the season 0-4.
On 4.
Now they're 4-4.
Oh shit.
So, they're looking good too.
And then obviously you had the Marlins and
Marlins
the
are a
trenches.
meager 2-6 right now.
Okay, they're in the trenches.
And if we want to put a little pun in there, I'd say they're down at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, there's.
But they're not
women.
at the bottom of the ocean because there's someone under them. And it's
Oh,
the
the
Washington
Oh, I
Nationals.
didn't even know that.
Now, of course, less games played because of their COVID situation. But, And then the Mets. My dear old Mets. Who won one game in dominant fashion. 8 runs in Philadelphia. Beautiful.
That was a solid game.
And then they won another game in
Coach
City
Jeff
Field.
McNeil's a
The home
absolute-
opener.
Yeah. Continue.
Jeff McNeil
Go.
ties the game on an awesome home run.
Go.
Flips the bat.
Of course.
Pimps it.
Yep.
Probably will get 14 mil because of it. For 14 years of it because of it. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And then
Continue.
we load the bases.
Of course.
In the ninth inning.
How many outs? 2.
One out.
1 out.
Michael Conforto in his contract year.
Do we know what
Wants
the count was?
250 million. It was a 2-2 count.
Oh yeah. Hype me up.
Pete Alonso is on deck.
Mm-hmm.
And strike 3. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, hold
It
up.
hit him in
Bring
the
it back.
elbow. Or did it?
Or did
It
it?
did.
It
But
did.
he leaned into the pitch.
That like,
But they
but.
can't review that, and it's an umpire judgment call. And
Yep.
the umpire clearly didn't use his judgment because he clearly leaned into the pitch.
Nope. It also took
But
him 5 seconds to realize that it hit him.
well, it definitely hit him. When you look
No,
at
I
the
understand.
replay,
No,
you
no,
see that it hits
I
him.
got that. But it took the umpire a little too long to realize that it actually hit him.
But when you look at the replay, I mean, he starts the call strike 3, and then he's like, "Oh, elbow."
Oh, yep.
But anyways, just in case if you weren't, really getting what I was
Michael
saying for the
Fordo never
listeners,
skips elbow
basically, basically, Michael Conforto stuck his elbow out, and he got a walk-off walk to give the Mets their home opener win.
Yes. Who's the pitcher for the Phillies?
It was against the Marlins.
I mean,
it was
yeah.
Anthony Bass.
Yeah, who
They
cares?
love their fish over there in Miami.
Yeah, who cares, honestly.
So the Mets are 2-3 right now. Wasted one of Jacob deGrom starts last night. What are you gonna do?
I mean, well, so what are they?
Tied his
wasting?
career high strikeouts, and then lost.
Which
And not
is,
only did the
how many
Mets lose,
strikeouts?
14.
14.
Not only did the Mets lose, Jacob deGrom got the loss, which is just embarrassing, honestly. If that guy wants to use his opt-out next in 2022, I fully support him going to another team.
Yankees
Honestly.
and Mets are very similar right now. They're both starting
Clearly.
insane, and the offense just doesn't know when to start getting hot.
Nope. But you know what? I'm not worried. Are you worried about your Yankees? Because I'm not worried. I'm really not that worried.
As a Mets fan, don't even fucking sweat it. Start
Like,
sweating it in like
when
June,
we-
July.
When we get to like the 30 game mark and the 60 game mark, then I'll, and it's still like this, then I'll start to get a little worried. But the Mets have played 5 games.
So what's
Let's,
the
like,
ROM? 0-1 or 1-1?
Let's not. He's 0-1.
0-1.
Let's not.
And what's his
you know, let's
ERA?
not-
A 1?
Yeah, it's a 1. He's let up 1 run.
That's insane.
But it's fine. It's okay. I'm really not worried. I don't think anyone should be at this point in the season, no matter what team you root for, unless of course you're a Cincinnati Reds fan. All aboard the train.
How many losses do they
Choo
have
choo.
right now?
Let's go. 6-2 for the Reds,
Oh,
baby.
so they're gonna end their
Let's
season
go.
160-2.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
Welcome aboard the hype train.
Yep.
Bandwagon's full. Let's go.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go Reds, baby.
Okay.
Since the Mets can't hit, I'm officially a Cincinnati Reds fan. This
Justin
isn't an
Wilson's
overreact.
officially
This
back.
isn't an over. Oh, perfect. Good.
I'm so happy.
This isn't an overreaction, by the way. The Mets can't hit, the Reds can. So I'm officially a Reds fan from now on. I'm not worried about. Or I'm very worried about these 5 games that we played. I have a feeling that we might end the season 2-160, the complete reverse of the Reds. Personally, we'll see though. All aboard the Reds bandwagon, baby. Reds, White Sox. Tim Anderson's the best shortstop in the MLB.
Oh
Eugenio
my
Suarez is the
God.
best third baseman. Joey Votto's not washed. I don't know what you're talking about. Joey Votto's not washed.
Oh my
So funny,
god,
man.
Luis Castillo's
Nick
90 rate
Castellanos
doesn't
is
even matter.
Nick Castellanos, the best outfielder in the MLB.
Of course.
His slicked back hair is so cool. Trevor Bauer's overrated.
Uh-huh.
Sean Doolittle is a god.
Are we done
And-
here? You're making me cringe.
No. Who's their shortstop?
Are we
Jesse
done? 'Cause
Winker.
I still want to talk
Jesse
about
Winker
one more
is the
thing.
greatest trash talker in the MLB.
Okay, he also
That
played one
kid's a
game this year so
stud.
far, so
What was that?
Jesse Winker's also only played like one game so far this year.
He's heating up.
Yeah, of course. All right, are we done
So,
hyping
yeah,
them up?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing is that we finally found out where the All-Star game's getting played this year.
Oh yes.
Sweet home Colorado. Why are they like? Why?
That home run derby is gonna be sick.
That no, yeah, that will be like actually insane.
You think someone's gonna hit 500 feet?
Yep.
I
I was
think
just
so.
gonna say it. Yeah, I think so. I think
think
legit
so.
only like one home run's gonna do it, but like it's gonna.
No,
happen.
yeah, but I think it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna happen.
Imagine the home run derby winning home run is the one that goes 500.
That'd be lit. Like
Like
500
it's
on the
Pete
dot.
Alonso versus Aaron Judge, and they're both in the finals. And Pete Alonso, it's a 500 to win the
Pete
home run
Alonso said
derby.
he's gonna keep doing them, right?
I don't think he has. I don't know if he's said that specifically.
Oh.
I don't think he's been asked. But I would love to see like Stanton, Judge, Alonso, Trout, Harper,
Well, I mean,
Acuna, all those guys in the home run derby. That'd be sick.
well,
That'd be amazing at Coors Field. Or I'd like to see Arenado too.
I
What?
mean,
What?
Aaron Judge
What?
isn't gonna do another home run derby, so there's
And of
that.
course, Nick Castellanos,
Of
the
course, the
greatest
GOAT.
home
He's
run
actually gonna
hitter,
be in the home run
hitter,
derby too. That's kind of insane
the
too.
greatest home run
He's actually
hitter
gonna be in
of
it.
all
He's gonna
time.
fucking say yes
The
to it.
greatest home run hitter of
Yeah.
all time, Nick Castellanos, followed by Jesse Winker, of course.
One game played.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it doesn't.
Probably has like 3 hits in that one game, I bet, right?
I don't remember. He's on my fantasy team, so I should remember, but I don't.
Throw Sonny Gray in the home run derby too, why don't you? You could hit a home run, of course, I bet. Why not?
Fuck it. Bring back the top
That
father.
team's amazing. Bring back he's a free agent, why not? Why can't you have free
He'll
agent
play
home
for
run
anonymous.
derby
He'll play
guys?
for himself.
Get Cespedes in there too.
Oh,
He's a free
ew,
agent.
stop. Okay, we're
Jed
done.
Lowry,
We're done with
maybe?
MLB. We're done. We're
Jed
done. We're
Lowry?
done.
No.
We're done. We're done. Stop. Okay.
I actually do want to talk about Jed Lowry for a second,
Okay,
if you
you
don't
have
mind.
30 seconds. Go.
Well, yesterday, or I think it was today. Today he's played his 10th game with the A's this season, and that's officially one more game than he played for the 2 years he was a New York Met.
That's funny.
So, 3 years. Was he a Met in 2018? Might have been 3 years. 2 years. We'll say 2 years. I think it was 2 years. 2 years.
Give him better
So he
benefit of the
played
doubt.
2 years.
Okay.
So he's played one more game with the A's this year than he has with the Mets in his 2 years. And he's hitting like 296 right now with like 10 RBIs or something. So
Mhm. Mhm.
he's kind of tearing it up.
Yeah, of course.
But like I said, 5 games into the season, and the hype's probably not going to last unless you're the Cincinnati Reds,
Okay.
baby.
Okay. We're
Let's
done.
go.
Moving on to the Knicks and Nets. Nice that Knicks had. Wait, what day was it? Did they win Friday or yesterday? I think it was Friday. I'm pretty sure it was Friday. I'm just gonna double check because now I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, we had an insane overtime win against the Grizzlies. We came back in that game too. That was lit. We won in overtime. That was lit. And we versed the Raptors. Yo, this game tonight is actually it's a big game. We versed the Raptors in New York, in MSG, in the
Yep.
spotlight at 8 p.m. Good game. Gonna be a great game.
When do they play?
8 p.m.
Tonight? The
Tonight.
Knicks and the Nets, you said?
No. Just the
Oh.
Knicks, not the Nets.
Oh, who would
However,
they play?
The Nets did we versed the Raptors tomorrow.
Got it.
However, the Nets did lose to a Lakers team that doesn't have LeBron or Anthony Davis last night by 25 points.
Okay, well,
Well,
then the Nets don't have James Harden, so.
but they also, but like.
And LeBron's
nah.
washed, so LeBron doesn't matter. LeBron's like Joe Harris. So.
No, but that's not the point I'm trying to make.
What's the point? What's the
They
point?
didn't start. LeBron wasn't even in the game.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like LeBron doesn't make that much.
I
of a
know,
difference.
but you also think that the Nets kind of did have Kyrie. They kind of did have KD. They kind of
Okay,
did have.
KD just came back, and they really don't have. The Nets don't have that much depth, so they kind of need.
Did you see that
all-
Kyrie got ejected yesterday?
Did he really? For
Yeah,
what?
he did. Him and Dennis Schroeder got into an altercation.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah. When did the Nets play? Monday night?
I honestly
Monday
don't know.
night in Minnesota. How much? I'm gonna check quickly because I haven't checked.
What are you checking?
When the NBA season ends, May 16th. So
Mm.
35 days. Can the
Getting
Knicks?
down to crunch time, ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
we think the Knicks can hold on to a 2-game lead?
No,
for
we
that
don't.
8th seed. Between the
Who are they
I'm just
competing
saying,
with? Who
before
are they competing with for that 8th seed?
the
Who's
Indiana
right behind them?
Pacers.
Hmm. Okay, maybe they can. hold on.
But BUT. Between the 4 and 8 seed, there's only a 2.5 game difference. 4
Okay.
teams, 2.5 games. The Hawks,
We'll
the
see.
Hornets, the Heat, the Celtics.
Oh, well, the
Knicks.
Hornets aren't making playoffs.
They are or they aren't?
No, they're not.
I mean, they're the 5th seed right now, so I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I wonder if they do make playoffs, if LaMelo's going to be back for playoffs.
No, LaMelo's not coming back because they're not making playoffs.
Of course.
They're
when
not.
But
I'm
let's
sorry,
just
they're
say
not
it.
making
Let's
playoffs.
just theoretically say it does happen. I wonder if
It's
he's gonna be
not.
back or not. Okay.
Who cares?
Okay. Are you done hating?
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's because that's a whole big of a difference.
Don't really know. Yeah, well, just saying.
Okay, and our last topic of today is the big Jets trade that transpired 6 days ago.
Big in quotation marks.
Big. Sam
Big for the
Darnold.
Panthers.
No, 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 no. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye for finally for good. Um, I'm happy with this trade. I don't care what any other Jets fans say, because some Jets fans were like, "Oh, I'll give him one more year." No, screw the one more year. He had his time. He had enough time. We gave him. Yes, he didn't have the greatest pieces, but he did have pieces to work around. It just never worked out.
Well,
Well,
he
what?
never had. Well, all right, all right. Listen.
Listen. What?
Sam Darnold isn't good,
No, I know that,
but, but, but
but
he's only 23.
yes, and
He can be good. He totally can be
he
good.
could, but
He's younger than Joe Burrow, and he is finally, for the first time in his career, going to a team where he gets the best of both worlds. Good coaching staff, good offense.
good coaching staff. The good coaching staff. The
Yes,
Carolina Panthers
they are
went
good
5 and
coaching
11.
staff. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right, yeah, but they had like a not that great team either. But their team's a little better. But
I mean,
I'm just
anything
saying.
anything better
Okay,
than
well
2 and 14 is insane.
the Jets went like 2-14 or whatever.
Mhm.
So I don't really know if comparing coaching staffs is what we want to do.
Whatever.
Either way, Sam Darnold is finally getting not the all right. I said the best of both worlds, but he's getting both. Good coaching staff, good.
He's getting a better offense
Good
to work
team.
with.
Yeah, of course, and a better coaching staff.
Yeah.
I don't know
At
how.
least
I don't know how
at least the head coach he's
Robert
working
Salah
with doesn't
is
look like
gonna
he's
do.
high every press conference he
Yeah.
does.
I don't actually know how Robert Salah is going to do. I don't know much
hope
about him, but
good.
regarding Adam Gase,
He looked like he was
terrible.
high at every press conference he did.
Now let me just say, the media, they've been making Sam Darnold after this trade like, oh my God, this kid's going to be so good for the Carolina Panthers. Oh, he's going to be amazing. No, he's not.
No, yeah.
Not right away, at least. Or not as much as they're hyping. I mean, they're hyping him up like he's Patrick Mahomes right now.
Yeah, no. It's just not happening.
I mean, come on. But I think he'll be good. I think he'll be fine. I think he won't be elite. He won't be like in the Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes range. But I think he'll be like a solid starting NFL quarterback for his career.
That's a big maybe.
I think he will be, personally. I don't think he was ever really given an opportunity. But I think the biggest takeaway from this trade is that Zach Wilson is pretty much officially a Jet.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
And I'm honestly happy with the Jets got with our trade. We got a second round pick and a fourth round pick for next year and a sixth round pick this year.
Why not?
So
Who knows how high that pick will be, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. That's probably the best offer they would have gotten. I'm assuming it is the best offer they got.
it must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
There was no way
Why
we were gonna
not?
get any sort of decent player with that trade. It was just gonna be picks, I feel like.
What player would they even have?
I don't even know because I'm not even that smart, but it wouldn't have been
Like,
good. It would have been a waste
Yeah.
of cap space. So yeah.
true. That's true. I mean, the Jets have plenty of it, but yeah.
And the draft is later this month. I'm thinking like the 20 something, like the 27th, 8th, something like that.
Okay.
So in about 2.5, 3 weeks, Zach Wilson will officially become a New York Jet.
A New York Jet. Zach Wilson.
Yeah, it happens the 29th.
I mean, who knows? Who knows how Zach Wilson's gonna do? I don't know enough about Zach Wilson. Probably no Trevor Lawrence, but
Well, yeah. Well, I will.
but
Do we think that Trevor Lawrence, out of him, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson is the riskiest pick, or no?
that Zach's the riskiest pick?
No, that Trevor Lawrence is the riskiest pick.
No, not at all.
Do we think Justin
Why would
Wilson is
Trevor-
probably the riskiest?
No, I think Zach. Well, Justin Wilson doesn't
I mean
exist.
Justin
Justin Wilson
Fields.
say no,
Justin
no. I think
Fields.
Zach Wilson's probably the riskiest pick.
I don't
Zach
know.
Wilson's the only guy that I've heard bad things about.
But
I
that
haven't heard
happens
bad.
all the fuck. That happens every
Just
year.
saying. I'm just
No,
saying.
I get
You're
that. No,
talking. I
I.
know that. I know it happens. But you said riskiest. I haven't heard anything bad about Trevor Lawrence. Haven't heard anything bad about
Okay, whatever.
Justin Fields. I've heard bad locker room vibes with Zach Wilson too. So you're saying riskiest? I'd say Zach Wilson. I'm not saying it's a bad pick.
No,
They should
yeah.
draft Zach Wilson, but well, they are going to draft Zach Wilson. They've already spoken to his family. I've heard. So.
Yeah. Yep. Not wrong. All
Oh,
right.
also,
Quickly.
sorry, we have a little bit of breaking news.
Oh shit.
It's nothing too major, but it could be something major down the line. A Taylor Hall trade is apparently very close and could
With.
happen today. Doesn't say who,
Damn it.
but I've heard the three teams that have been talked about are the Oilers,
Nah.
the Islanders.
uh. And.
Hold on. The Oilers, the Islanders, and the Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs probably.
I think it's gonna be the Islanders.
Nope.
Travis Zajac is going to Buffalo.
I'm not saying a word because I don't want to get into another 15-minute argument. But
That's fine.
Congratulations
That's
to
fine.
Taylor Hall on sucking ass in Buffalo and moving somewhere else. All right. I think that's
Do you think that where he gets traded to, you think he'll sign an extension with whatever team he gets traded to?
probably
Or do you
not.
think he'll test free agency
He'll
again?
test it.
I don't think so.
Okay. All
But
right.
go ahead.
No, I think we are now able to close out this episode 8. I think we're able to now officially close this out, right?
Yeah,
I
I
think we
think
covered
so.
everything.
Very
Thank
solid.
you all so much for watching or listening. We are expecting to post another one Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Knock on wood. But hopefully we can talk about that Triller Hall trade if it does end up
If it
happening.
happens.
If it
And
does.
Nick Foligno has been talked about as well, so
Oh, okay.
maybe look out for that.
Maybe that's
Going
it.
to the Islanders, baby.
Yep. All right.
Going to the Reds.
Thank you all for listening. This has been Damian and my other co-host Liam.
Other co-host.
And all right, that came out wrong, but
Your
whatever.
only co-host.
Yep, you're my only one. Yep. If you guys want us to talk about any other specific teams, specific players, specific teams, players, leagues,
Especially
go
the
more
Reds, baby.
in depth, let us know in the comments.
Talk about the
You
Reds
can
all day.
follow our socials down in the description below, both our Twitters and Twitches. And Liam, you have anything else to say?
Let's go Reds.
Okay. We'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.